Greetings and welcome to Nathan Lyle Official. If you've never seen my face in a video before, my name is Nathan Lyle. This is my personal channel where I do vlogs, reviews, anything else that happens to catch my fancy. Today, I am giving you my opinions on the new series Star Trek Discovery. And wow, I have some opinions. First of all, I kind of hated this show before I even watched it. Just because I hate the fact that they keep doing prequels. Discovery set, I'm told, approximately a decade before the events of the original series. And, because we had Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and then after Voyager they went back in time to do Enterprise, which is like just before the Federation began, when Earth is still learning how to space travel and stuff like that. And now we've got Discovery, where the Federation exists. Earth is one of the premier planets, whatever. There are so many things I hate about prequels that they tend to do very often in the Star Trek universe with both Discovery and Enterprise, that, we've got all these species that we've never heard of, never seen before. Yet somehow they've always existed for hundreds of years. So then how are we inventing new species 100 years in the past that no one sees anymore, like in modern day? What the hell? Also, the Klingons. What the fuck is with that? That's just, no. I hated everything about them. I hated the way they look. I hated the way they sounded. Just like season 2, I was more comfortable with them once they had their hair back. But just in general, the Klingons, I hated everything about it. That being said, it is visually stunning. You can tell this is a new generation of Star Trek. The modern technology that we have is just on a whole nother level, and we'll speak about that technology some other time, because technology ties into the whole thing I was just saying before about, it's in the past, it's somehow more advanced. But once again, we'll talk to that later. It's visually very stunning, and it's a lot more artistic with the camera angles, which sometimes, I absolutely love it, keeps you on your feet. But then there are also times when it feels totally unnecessary, like, okay, we get it, you're an artist, you're going for something here, like, this is too much. It's very, at times, incredibly aesthetically pleasing, and at times just stop. Just let it be. Without getting into too many specifics, it's just very disorienting at times that they're going out of their way to just try and make this as unique and cool as possible. But I also appreciate the fact that there was a lot of effort put into making this. But there were a lot of times when it feels like that had no purpose to being in there. We really didn't need the scene to look like this. And then, as far as the story is concerned, well, first of all, let me say, if you want to avoid spoilers, stop right here. My overall opinion is, if you like me have just already seen every single Star Trek show and movie that exists, then this one's worth at least checking out. If you've never seen Star Trek before, I would not say this is the best place to begin. It'll give you a very different opinion of Star Trek than what most loyal Trekkies have. That being said, overall I'd say slightly above meh. It's, like I said, there are good things about it, there are bad things about it. I don't regret watching it. I enjoyed it. It was not fun marathoning through it. I had the 1-week free trial, and I just had to blast right through both seasons, and it was a lot to take in. It was a lot. So, but yeah, overall, is it the worst thing ever? No. Is it worth sitting through? Sure, why not? If you got nothing better to do with your life. But now we're into the spoilery part of things, and as far as the story is concerned, I do appreciate the fact that it's not just monster of the week storytelling that we're used to with the Star Trek universe, that from one episode does carry over to the next, that you have to be paying attention to it, that it's one long overarching storyline with little mini stories in between helping build the drama towards this one giant conclusion. I appreciate all of that. And so, as far as how good the story itself is, well, there are parts of it that are like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is the best thing that's ever happened in the Star Trek universe. And there are other parts that are like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? This is ridiculous. Like, one thing that I loved was, but also hated, is we'll go back to the new technology. Like, how do we have technology that is somehow more advanced than what we have in 100 years? With like the spore drive, and oh, they've got the holograms on the bridge instead of view screens, and I'm like, at least the second season, they kind of, with the finale, explained away why we don't know about this futuristic technology, even though they supposedly had 100 years perfected. Which the second season, let's get to that. I have more gripes about that than anything, because, like, for one thing, the constant Spock teases about, oh, he's showing up on the bridge. Nope, not him. They transported over a different science officer. Oh, is it finally him? Are we gonna find the ship? Nope, someone else entirely. And then he finally does show up, and he has a beard, which is just weird. But then by the time he shaves it off, honestly, I liked him. I had gotten used to the beard. I liked him better with it. Actually, it kind of looks like my friend Josh. But that's not the point. It's just, it was a very weird and uncomfortable thing. It almost felt very forced. Like a very forced tie-in to make the old school fans love the show. It seems like so much of the second season was created specifically to address everything that the fans complained about from the first season. But it was also a very interesting storyline, full of twists and turns, and we got to learn a lot of interesting things. But at the same time, like, the thing that I'm most confused about is the ending. I've heard there was going to be a season 3. And if there is, I'm probably gonna check it out at some point in time. I'm interested to find out what they do. Because is it going to be the same Discovery? Because the way that it ended, if it's the same Discovery with the same crew, then season 3 could end up being the most interesting season of Star Wars ever made. However, if it's like a new ship that happens to be named Discovery with a new crew and a new mission, it might not be worth watching at all. However, once again, you remember how I said, it looks like season 2 was made specifically to just answer all of the questions and address all of the issues that the fans hated about season 1. And one of the things I'm hearing is that, people are demanding a show centered on Pike, and that there's consideration for a spin-off. But what if it's not a spin-off? What if season 3 just picks up exactly where season 2 left off, with Pike and Spock aboard the Enterprise, and then they just slowly transition, and then we end up seeing a new young Kirk come on board, slowly work his way up to the captain position. And then, like, the series finale of Discovery is, is Pike leaving or dying, whatever, and Kirk taking over. That could very well be the direction this goes, in which case, 50-50 whether or not I follow along with it. Either way, like, the main thing is that I'm interested. The good thing about the ending of season 2 is they got me interested in what happens next in the franchise. Just wanting to see, if nothing else, wanting to tune in just to see which direction they take it. Also, once again, visually stunning, interesting storyline, but you have to pay attention to it. It's definitely not something that was meant to be marathoned through. And for those of you wondering, have I seen Picard? Yes, I saw the first 2 episodes. I signed up for the free trial just to watch that, not knowing that, CBS is still doing the weekly releases. Because I figured everyone does the Netflix thing and just does the whole thing online. I don't know. Yeah, I saw the first episode. Interesting, not necessarily hooked. Saw the second episode and I'm like, all right, let's see. I'm interested enough to see where this goes. Not interested enough to pay for it, so that because I have to know now. It's one of those things that eventually, somewhere down the line, I will end up watching it, and I'll probably end up loving it, but it doesn't necessarily hook me in. But I still think it looks interesting, and interesting is good. So yeah, those are just my opinions. Yeah, don't I have an autobiography on sale? Everything's Impossible, available at multiple retailers for physical and ebook. And I now have Toxic Volume 1, my debut comic book, going on sale on comixology February 12th. That's Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So feel free to check those out. Links in the description down below. Get some merchandise as well if you're interested. And until the next time you see my face in a video, my name is Nathan Lyle. Hope you have a great day.